Hello, my name is Laura Dixon and I was a practicing CPA, and I used to have thoughts about myself like, how can I be so successful in my career and struggle with food? Like, what is wrong with me that this is such a challenge when I can do all of these other challenging things without nearly as much effort and feeling like I'm failing over and over again? Why can't I just be normal? Why can't I lose the weight? Why can't I feel in control with food? Like, what is wrong with me? And I kept struggling with losing the 50 pounds I wanted to lose so badly. And our minds are alike. They're a little bit different than other people. They're very analytical. We have thoughts that move very quickly through our brains. And we have what I call but a little all of the time often going on in our brains. And so then what we find is we struggle with food and we can't understand why. And so I lost 60 pounds and I kept it off, including after having 2 kids. And I want to share with you 3 of the biggest myths that I found that once I debunked helped me lose the weight and keep it off for good and really change my relationship with food. So the first one is that we need more willpower. I used to think to myself all the time, like, if I just had willpower of that thin woman, if I just had willpower like her. And I have a client named Evelyn, and she came to me and said, look, I have these 4-hour eating windows, and I can do this really well. I can eat in my 4-hour eating window on the week, but then on the weekend, everything goes to crap, and I just start eating and eating, and I just need more willpower for the weekend. And what I showed her was that that was actually not true, and that she could actually reduce her desire for food, still really enjoy eating, but not have the desire to overeat, so that losing weight and feeling in control with food was easy, and it came naturally for her, and it was just something that she embodied. It was just a part of her. It wasn't something that needed to have the forced willpower. So the second thing is that we need to be hard on ourselves. A lot of us are very high achievers. We're type A, we're ambitious, we like to get results, and we think we just need to be harder on ourselves, and that's how we'll get the result, and that's how we'll get it faster. But what ends up happening is we may often have a high stress, high pressure job, that then we put that same stress and pressure on ourselves when it comes to losing weight, but the opposite effect happens is because it builds up and it becomes so strong, we turn to food, because that's what we do. And so then we feel out of control with food, and we're afraid that if we don't have the stress and pressure on our weight loss journey on food, that then we're going to gain a lot of weight. And what I want to offer to you is that the exact opposite is true. That when we can actually change our relationship with food and change it genuinely, we're able to lose weight, feel more in control with food, and we're actually able to get our results faster without all of the pressure. And it's way more fun that way. Trust me, I've tried it both ways. And the third thing is, I need a different job. This was something I used to tell myself. I started my career in public accounting, and I used to tell myself, well, once I'm out of public accounting, then I'll lose weight. Or once I'm out of busy season, then I'll lose weight. But actually, I lost 20 pounds in an 8-week period during busy season when I was working 80 to 100 hours a week. I didn't feel deprived, I didn't rely on willpower, and I didn't exercise for a single day. It was all changing my relationship with food and really decreasing my desire for food, and the weight really came off. And so we have things in our career and in our jobs, we have Q's and we have K's and we have tax season and we have busy season and we have budget season and we have, all of the things going on. Clients with massive transactions, We can come up with something that's always busy and always feels stressful in our career. And what I want to offer to you is that you don't have to change your career. You don't need more time. I can show you how to feel more in control with your relationship with food and lose weight without changing your job. Imagine you could lose weight in the exact job you're in, that you don't need a whole bunch more time or a personal trainer, you don't need to rely on willpower, and you can actually feel less stressed and pressured throughout the whole weight loss journey. It's so amazing and it's incredible. I did it with myself, and I see it time and time again with my clients, and I can show you how to do all of this. I can show you how to change your relationship with food so that your desire for the food actually decreases. You still enjoy eating, but you no longer have the desire to overeat. You no longer have the desire to eat a lot of food at night. You no longer have the desire to eat when you're stressed. And right now you might be scared that that will never happen for you. You might be scared that you'll never lose the weight. You might be scared that this is something you will struggle with forever. And what I want to tell you is that is normal to be thinking that. You might be thinking, I've tried it all before. I just need more time. You don't need more time. You don't need a new job. You certainly don't need more willpower. And this can work for you. All you need to understand is how to change that relationship with food and decrease the desire for it. My desire to overeat now and to eat the way I used to eat is kind of like my desire to smoke a cigarette. Like, it just isn't there. It's just the desire for it isn't there. And so I don't need willpower. It's so easy for me to keep weight off, and I never stress about putting the weight back on. So you want to talk with me on a live call. And you might be wondering if booking a consultation with me is going to be a waste of time. Totally get it. Totally valid question. I love being efficient. So my first promise is to you is I will never waste your time. And the second reason you want to get on a call with me live is because we're going to talk about you and why you aren't at your goal weight and why you feel out of control with food. And I can tell you in about 5 minutes exactly why. And I promise you it's not going to be something you've heard before. And it will be specific and customized to your life. I'm an expert at seeing the reason why women aren't losing weight, why women like us struggle with food, and how to change that in your life with your specific circumstances. Because I coach clients all of the time, and it usually isn't what we think it is. It usually isn't the reason we think it is. And so now you might be thinking, well, I already know what it is. But what I want to ask you is, what if you didn't? What if we got on the call together and in an hour, in the first couple minutes, actually, I'll tell you why, and I'll share with you exactly what it is. But we can spend a whole hour talking about your life and really getting at your deepest, genuine desires. Because you often, I promise you, don't maybe know the real reason. Actually, I know you don't know the real reason. Because if you were sitting there and you knew exactly why you weren't losing weight and it was really just to exercise more and eat less and get a different job, and that you could do that without relying on willpower and you could do that without white-knuckling your way through it, you would have done it already. Because that would have gotten you exactly where you want to be. And so I'll tell you why you aren't in your specific life getting that result for you. And the reason you want to talk with me live and in person is so that we can talk about why you don't have this and then what to do to get you there. And the other thing is we often don't articulate our deepest desires out loud. So the conversation you're going to schedule with me, we will do just that. And if you're like most of my clients, we keep those desires, our deepest, truest, genuine desires about ourselves, what we want with our weight, with our relationship with food, what we want for ourselves, we keep those tucked away. And we don't often articulate them and use language to share them with another person. And there's so much power in having that conversation. And I will be a witness to that and tell you exactly why you aren't there. And it's such an honor for me to help people achieve their deepest, truest, genuine desires. Once we have the reason why you haven't lost the weight, why you don't feel in control with food, and we really understand that, then all we need to do is to understand how to get you there. And that's why you want to talk with me live, is because that's what I do every day. I help women feel in control with food, change their relationship with food and lose weight for good, and in turn, spend more time living a life they love. And I know the path to get you there. I've been through the journey. I take my clients through the journey every day. I know what works and I know what doesn't work. And when you talk with me live, I will customize everything to your specific situation and give you a roadmap to follow. Come on. What CPA doesn't like a good roadmap? And I promise that this is not something you've heard before. It's not something you've listened to on the latest podcast. Unless maybe it's my podcast. It's not something that's sitting in the diet book, sitting on the shelf that you read maybe a couple of years ago. You and I, we have slightly different brains than other people. We think differently. We're very analytical. We have very powerful minds. And I know how your brain works. And I know exactly how to help you. And so, of course, you want to talk with me. You can go below and schedule that call. And did I tell you it's totally free? Yes. You and I will talk for 60 minutes about your life, what you struggle with, and it is completely free when you register for that consultation. And it will be super fun. It will be super fun. It will be effective. We will be efficient. And you want to do this, it will be an hour that totally changes your life. So sign up for that live call below. And once you sign up, I will send you a personalized custom video, because I don't want to spend any time in our hour together talking about me and my background and my journey. And so once you sign up below, so go below, there's a link, you can sign up and I will send you a custom personalized video for you, and you'll know it's customized when you get it. Yes, I record a special video for every single person that signs up for a consultation, and I will share a little bit about me and my journey and my background so you have that, so that then on our consultation we can talk 100% about you, why you aren't losing weight, what is getting in your way, and exactly what is that roadmap to get you to where you want to be. So go below, sign up, and you'll get that video from me. And I promise I will blow your mind. You will understand exactly why you aren't losing weight. I promise it won't be the reasons that you think, and you don't want to miss this. So go below, schedule that call. I'll send you the personalized video, and I'll talk with you soon.